Hey, so in this video, I want to show you how you can find secret locations to make massive money from flipping, buy-to-lets, new builds, and splitting the title. So I just named a few strategies here. So let me tell you how you can get this. This is a little village just outside major cities. It's well connected. It's right next to the M1. It's a very sought after village. Basically, I mean it respectfully, someone has to die for a property to become available here. Yeah, so you want the little villages that are very sought after. People want the country life with the country pubs and the parks and the walks and the schools. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's plenty of them. Maybe you even live in one. But we buy this house, this 21 here, yeah, and all of that was garden. Yeah, this was a big garden. So we seen an opportunity to not only buy this house, renovate it, add a bedroom upstairs, which is what we did with an ensuite, and then flip this, but then we also see the opportunity to split the title. As you can see right down here, yeah, bang. That's now that house, this is now this house, and then we build so we turn this 3-bed into a 4-bed, yeah, because you always want to put it in another category, yeah, and then we build a 5-bedroom house here. Yeah, so this basically was just a big garden that belonged to this house. But upon exchange and completion, we split the title. So then now, obviously, that was just a house by itself, and this was just a piece of land. So we buy the thing for 250 in total. And then obviously we get a little bit of flexibility to assign what we want to assign as the land. So we assign £115,000 to the value of the land. So then we could get the lending to buy the land, but then also do the new build. So we got it on a development loan. So basically they give us all the money to do the build. Now, during this project, we started it at a very wet January, and it was an absolute disaster. And at some point, a development loan company, they pulled the loan from us. Yeah, and they just said, yeah, we ain't, you know, we're not paying you, we're not giving you the rest of the money, basically. Yeah, so it put us in a very sticky situation. And this is why I always say you got to do more than one property deal. So good job that this one was happening right here, because this didn't take a lot of work. It was just like decorating mostly. But can you see right at the top there, we put a big dormer on the back. Yeah, to make it or you know, an extra bedroom, because now we create a bigger gap. If you've watched any of my videos and I teach the gap advantage, it's all about how do you increase the gap from what I bought it for and what I'm paying for it for, what I can either sell it or refinance it. Then we agreed a sale on this, but obviously then a sale's got to take weeks, you know, sometimes 8 weeks, 12 weeks. So we couldn't wait because we needed the money to carry on building this. So what we did is we did something called a sales bridge. Yeah, so we got a bridge loan at a higher value than what we purchased it for, because now it is worth more money. I think we sold this one for $335. Yeah, so we go and get a bridge loan that basically it's almost like a little mini refinance. We could pull the money out of that, and we used it to pay the builder so they could carry on while we had to go out and search for another development loan. Yeah, so some people, all they see is the glitz, the glamour, and all the great stuff, but then other people, they're like, no, things can go wrong, and they won't do it. Look, I always tell people, it's definitely gonna go wrong. There's no situation where it don't go wrong. It's just how you handle it. Yeah, but from that one we made a nice profit of about £25,000 on the flip, which was decent. But like at the same time, we knew we were going to make the big money from this one, because this one supposed to cost about 120, ended up costing us about 180 in the end. £36,000 of that 180, by the way, was just extra interest that we didn't account for because it took 18 months longer than it should have. Yeah, so again, bigger problems in the middle of COVID, you know, all that jazz we had to put with that. But also it was very shoddily ran, you know, my mistake, I wasn't on top of the numbers, you know, at some points, you know, like sometimes we were doing like 10 to 15 projects at one time. Yeah, and this was one of those stages where this was in that. So I wouldn't say, I don't want to do that these days. You know, I'm more focused on what strategic projects I do, but it's a great way to aggressively grow. And we did like £16 million worth of deals in the first 3 years. So you can make a lot of money. So anyway, we got to the end of it. And because you see these bricks, they're a specific type to fit in with the rest of the street. And we never actually got the final sign-off, which we didn't know from the council, because during COVID, the council offices were closed. So we never actually got planning permission. So we built the house, it was finished, ready to go on the market, and we had no planning permission. So that was a whole other problem that we then had to navigate through, and our architect, you know, did a great job in doing that, and we had to get some kind of retrospective planning, because that was, pre-planning, permission. But now we've done it, now we've already built it, we had to do it. But we got it through, but then we couldn't sell it. I brought it to the market, wanted to sell it, 495, didn't sell at 450, didn't sell at 435, didn't even sell at 425. So we could have kept dropping it, but we thought, you know what, let's put it on the market, and we switched the strategy. Because some people are scared to do that, but we switched the strategy to buy to let, and wonderfully we got someone in here for the last 3 years. They literally just moved out last month, because now we have agreed a sale at £430,000. We literally exchanged yesterday, and we will complete tomorrow. Yeah, so sold the scene, everything's all done and dusted, very good. New family will come and move in here. So the summary is, find your golden nugget little areas outside of the main cities, the little villages like this, nice countryside villages that are sought after areas. Find houses with large gardens, where preferably on the side, so we don't have any problem with any access. You don't have to go around it, you don't have to have shared access or anything like that. So you can, upon exchange and completion of buying, you can split the title. Now, basically, we created 3 deals here. One was a flip there, one was a buy to let for a while, and then now we've also made this a flip. Now, I did initially make this a flip, or wanted this to be a flip in the beginning, but because of the marketplace, we weren't able to sell it for the price that we wanted, or there weren't a buyer at the time, so we pivoted. And that's really what you got to build into your strategy. Number 1, find the location that's great, that you can build these type of things, but also make sure you have at least 2 exits. This was still worked, because we got paid on the refinance. So basically £150,000 tax-free money, because it's debt, based on the refinance, that I was able to use for the 3-year period in other investments and, operating the business before now we sell it and we make more money. And I think the reason why everything went wrong and we still worked out and we still made money is because I do the right thing for the right reason, because I know that's the only way I'm going to discover my true potential.